Since childhood, we are taught to follow a well-defined path, study hard, get a good job, work diligently, and save up so that one day we can enjoy retirement. This life script, often passed down from generation to generation, seems to be the formula for success. However, what many fail to realize is that this approach keeps us trapped in an endless race where money never seems to be enough, no matter how much we earn. Robert Kiyosaki, renowned author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, challenges this conventional thinking by stating that the poor work for money, while the rich make money work for them. At first, this idea may feel uncomfortable. After all, we have been conditioned to believe that direct effort is the only way to achieve financial stability. But what if there were a different way to look at money? What if, instead of being slaves to it, we could learn to control and multiply it, making it our ally? The key difference between the rich and the poor is not just the amount of money they have, but the mindset they apply to their financial decisions. While most people invest their time trading hours for money, the wealthy understand that the true path to financial freedom lies in building assets, investments that generate passive income continuously, without the need for constant effort. Throughout this journey, we will explore how this shift in mindset can transform the way we handle money, analyzing practical examples, inspiring stories, and concrete strategies that can be applied at any stage of life. Get ready to discover how to escape the rat race and take the first steps toward making money work for you. To understand why the poor work for money while the rich make money work for them, it's essential to examine the fundamental difference in how each group perceives their finances. The poor and middle class are mostly trapped in a security-based mindset. They seek stable jobs, fixed salaries, and benefits, believing this is the best way to ensure a comfortable life. However, this approach has a major limitation. It relies solely on exchanging time for money. When you work for money, your income is directly tied to the hours you dedicate to your job. If you stop working, the money stops coming in as well. This creates a constant dependence on employment and external factors such as economic recessions, crises, or layoffs. This endless cycle of working just to pay bills is what Robert Kiyosaki refers to as the rat race, a life where people keep running but never truly move forward toward financial freedom. On the other hand, the rich take a completely different approach. Instead of relying on a single income stream from a salary, they focus on building multiple sources of passive income. This means investing in assets such as real estate, stocks, businesses, and royalties that continue to generate money regardless of their physical presence. They understand that true wealth doesn't come from how much you earn, but from how that money is used to generate more money. Kiyosaki emphasizes that the key to this transformation lies in financial education. Unfortunately, traditional schools do not teach about money, investments, or entrepreneurship. We are trained to become good employees, but we rarely learn how to build wealth. The rich, on the other hand, dedicate time to acquiring financial knowledge, learning how money truly works and how to use it to their advantage. One of the most powerful lessons he shares is the concept of assets and liabilities. The poor and middle class often invest their money in liabilities, things that consume resources, such as expensive cars, houses that require constant maintenance, and lifestyles that drain their finances. The rich, however, focus on acquiring assets such as rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, and businesses that operate even in their absence. This mindset shift doesn't happen overnight, but anyone can start applying it. The first step is to understand that working hard is not enough. You need to work smart by building income streams that can grow over time. One of the biggest differences between those who work for money and those who make money work for them is their perception of risk. Many people, especially those with a traditional mindset, avoid any form of financial risk. They prefer to keep their money in low-yield savings accounts, avoid investments, and prioritize job security. However, the wealthy understand that true security comes from the ability to take calculated risks and learn from mistakes. Robert Kiyosaki often emphasizes that a lack of financial education causes many people to view money with a limited and fearful perspective. They associate financial risk with loss, while the wealthy see it as an opportunity for growth. When you understand how money works, what once seemed risky becomes an informed decision. For example, investing in real estate may seem risky to someone unfamiliar with the market, but for those who study and conduct proper due diligence, it is one of the safest ways to generate passive income. Another crucial factor is time. Those who work for money usually spend most of their time earning and spending without considering the future. In contrast, the wealthy see time as an ally in wealth building. They invest in assets that appreciate over the years, taking advantage of compound interest and asset appreciation. This means that while most people are focused on working to pay next month's bills, the wealthy are planting seeds to reap future rewards. A practical example of this can be seen in long-term investments, such as dividend-paying stocks. Those with a wealth mindset do not seek quick gains, but rather steady growth that generates sustainable income over time. Small, consistent contributions made regularly can grow into a significant passive income source in the future. Additionally, the wealthy understand the importance of creating systems that operate independently of their presence. They invest in businesses that can be managed by others, automate financial processes, and build networks that multiply their opportunities. They do not simply accumulate money. They create financial machines that work tirelessly for them. The central question is not how much money you have today, but what you do with it. The scarcity mindset so common among those living paycheck to paycheck prevents people from recognizing the opportunities around them. Shifting this mindset is essential to start making money work in your favor. Another crucial aspect that sets the rich apart from the poor when it comes to money is how each group deals with opportunities. Most people view the financial world in a linear way, believing that the only way to earn more is by working harder. This mindset is limiting, as it ignores the countless financial leverage opportunities that can multiply money without necessarily requiring more physical effort. The rich, on the other hand, have an expansive mindset. They understand that money is a powerful tool that can be multiplied when used strategically. Instead of working tirelessly for a paycheck, they invest in assets that appreciate over time and generate residual income. They are constantly looking for new growth opportunities, whether through real estate investments, their own ventures, franchises, or even strategic partnerships that increase their revenue streams. A clear example of this approach is how the rich use credit. While most people see credit as a means of consumption buying depreciating items, like cars and expensive clothes, the wealthy use it as a leverage tool. They know that when used correctly, loans and financing can be directed toward acquiring productive assets, such as rental properties or shares in growing companies. In this way, they make the bank's money work for them, while others remain stuck in the cycle of paying interest on liabilities. This difference in mindset is also reflected in how the wealthy value continuous education. While many believe that learning ends after school or college, the rich understand that knowledge is a valuable asset that can generate exponential returns. They constantly invest in their financial education, learning about investments, taxation, entrepreneurship, and wealth-building strategies. They read books, attend events, surround themselves with mentors, and never stop expanding their knowledge. Kiyosak emphasizes that financial freedom is not just about earning money, but about knowing how to manage and invest it wisely. He points out that the poor spend their earnings on expenses that merely sustain their lifestyle, while the wealthy prioritize investments that increase their net worth over time. The key lesson here is simple yet powerful. Instead of asking, "How much can I earn?" the rich ask, "How can I make my money grow for me?" Ultimately, true transformation happens when we stop seeing money as something that needs to be earned month after month and start viewing it as a seed that can grow indefinitely provided it is planted in the right places. To delve even deeper into this difference in mindset, it's important to understand how the rich approach the idea of building long-term wealth, while the poor and middle class tend to focus only on short-term gains. Many people live with the belief that earning a higher salary or getting a promotion will finally bring financial stability. However, the problem lies in the fact that increasing income without changing financial habits usually results in a more expensive lifestyle rather than true wealth. The wealthy understand that accumulating wealth is not just about how much you earn, but how much you keep and multiply. They follow the philosophy of pay yourself first, a crucial concept taught by Kiyosak. Before spending on luxuries or unnecessary expenses, they allocate a portion of their income to investments that generate new cash flows. These investments may include real estate, stocks, businesses, or even self-improvement through courses and specialized training. This behavior contrasts with what most people do. Typically, salaried workers pay bills, taxes, and debts first, and only then, if anything is left, consider investing. The problem with this approach is that there's rarely any money left as new expenses constantly arise. The wealthy, on the other hand, make investing a non-negotiable priority, treating it as a fixed expense to ensure their assets continue to grow over time. Another significant difference is how the rich and the poor handle taxes. Most people pay taxes on their income before they even receive their paycheck because they work as employees or self-employed professionals. The wealthy, however, who are often business owners and investors, learn to leverage tax laws to their advantage by investing in structures that minimize taxation and maximize profits. They utilize strategies such as reinvesting profits, setting up holding companies, and taking advantage of government tax incentives. Additionally, the rich understand that diversification is a powerful tool, but one that must be done wisely, while those with less financial knowledge tend to spread their investments without a clear strategy. The wealthy focus on areas where they have expertise and experience. They don't invest blindly. Instead, they make well-informed choices, carefully assessing risks and rewards before making significant financial decisions. Another fundamental aspect is how the rich perceive financial challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. While most people fear economic crises and see them as threats, the wealthy view them as opportunities to acquire undervalued assets and expand their businesses. They understand that the economy is cyclical and that crises present ideal moments for those who are financially prepared. A major difference between those who work for money and those who make money work for them lies in how they approach consumption. The poor and middle class tend to spend money on things that provide immediate gratification, such as consumer goods, entertainment, and social status. They buy financed cars, designer clothes, and luxurious vacations, often at the cost of accumulating debt. This behavior keeps them trapped in the cycle of scarcity, as their income is constantly drained by liabilities that provide no financial return. The wealthy, on the other hand, take a very different approach to their spending. They prioritize investments that generate more money in the future. Before purchasing luxury items, they ensure their assets are producing enough income to cover those expenses. In other words, they acquire liabilities only when their assets can sustain them without compromising their cash flow. This is a key lesson from Robert Kiyosak: buy assets first and liabilities later. Imagine a middle-class individual who receives a salary increase and decides to finance a new car. The monthly loan payments, along with maintenance and insurance costs, consume a significant portion of their income, making them even more dependent on their job. In contrast, a financially educated person would use that pay raise to invest in an asset, such as a rental property. The cash flow generated from that investment could then be used to cover car payments without jeopardizing their financial security. This approach requires patience and discipline, qualities that many people are unwilling to develop. The desire for instant gratification often outweighs long-term vision, preventing sustainable financial growth. The wealthy understand that wealth building is a gradual and continuous process, where every financial decision must be evaluated based on its future impact. Another important factor is that the rich constantly seek ways to optimize their time and resources. They recognize that time is one of their most valuable assets, and as such, they delegate operational and routine tasks so they can focus on strategies that drive growth. This includes hiring financial advisors, tax attorneys, and wealth managers who help them make more informed decisions. Additionally, they invest in building relationships that can open doors to new business opportunities. Surrounding themselves with people who share the same growth-oriented mindset is one of the most effective ways to accelerate their journey to wealth. After all, as the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The wealthy understand this truth and leverage the power of networking to create strategic alliances and explore new horizons. Another fundamental element that separates those who work for money from those who make money work for them is how they deal with fear and uncertainty. Most people are afraid of losing money, and this fear paralyzes them, preventing them from making bold and intelligent financial decisions. They prefer the security of a fixed salary, even if it means sacrificing their long-term financial growth potential. This fear is often fueled by a scarcity mindset, where money is seen as a limited resource that must be protected at all costs. The wealthy, on the other hand, perceive fear differently. They understand that risk is an inherent part of the journey to financial success, and that instead of avoiding challenges, they must learn to manage them. For them, every mistake or loss is an opportunity to learn, improve their skills, and refine their strategy. Robert Kiyosaki often emphasizes that true financial education comes from experience, not just theory. He highlights the importance of making controlled mistakes, learning from them, and adjusting the course over time. Another crucial factor is that the wealthy know money should always be in motion. They avoid the mindset of hoarding money out of fear of the future and instead continuously seek ways to put it to work. This could mean reinvesting profits into new ventures, expanding existing businesses, or diversifying their investment portfolios. To them, every idle dollar is a missed opportunity to generate more wealth. Moreover, while most people think of money in terms of survival, the rich see it as a tool for achieving freedom and opportunities. They don't just aim to pay bills or live comfortably. They seek choices, free time, and the ability to make a meaningful impact on the world. This sense of purpose guides their financial decisions and drives them to pursue continuous learning and improvement. A classic example of this mindset is investing in financial education. While most people see courses, books, and mentorships as unnecessary expenses, the wealthy view them as investments that yield long-term returns. They understand that the right knowledge can open doors and create opportunities that would otherwise be out of reach. Ultimately, making money work for you requires a shift in perspective, moving away from short-term thinking and focusing on building a prosperous and sustainable future. This journey begins with the decision to abandon the traditional mindset of trading time for money and adopting a strategic approach, where every financial decision is considered a step toward a greater plan. Another essential pillar that sets apart those who work for money from those who make money work for them is the understanding of the power of multiple income streams. Most people rely on a single source of income, usually their job salary, which puts them in an extremely vulnerable financial position. If they lose their job or face an unexpected emergency, their financial security is instantly compromised. The wealthy, on the other hand, diversify their income sources, ensuring they are never entirely dependent on a single stream of money. They create multiple income flows, which may include real estate investments, stock dividends, their own businesses, product royalties or copyrights, and even investments in startups. This diversification provides a financial safety net while allowing money to continue growing across different areas, taking advantage of opportunities in various markets. Robert Kiyosaki often compares this strategy to building a river of money that flows constantly, regardless of what happens in the external world. He argues that true financial freedom is achieved when passive income exceeds living expenses. When this happens, a person no longer needs to depend on a paycheck to survive and can truly live life on their own terms. However, building multiple income streams requires a deep understanding of how money works. Many people mistakenly believe that creating new sources of income requires a large amount of initial capital, but the wealthy know that knowledge and strategy are more important than money itself. They look for opportunities where they can leverage resources, whether through low-cost investments, smart use of credit, or strategic partnerships. For example, a beginner investor can start with a small amount invested in solid, dividend-paying stocks, reinvesting those earnings to accelerate wealth growth. Similarly, someone with specialized skills can create online courses or digital products that generate royalties, creating a passive income stream without the need for significant upfront investments. Another fundamental aspect of this approach is a long-term mindset. Building multiple income streams doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, consistency, and the willingness to sacrifice instant gratification for future rewards. The wealthy understand that the key is to start small but with a solid plan, gradually expanding their investments and reinvesting profits. Ultimately, those who make money work for them understand that it's not just about earning more, but about creating automatic and sustainable systems that continue to generate wealth even when they are not actively involved. This ensures that their time is spent on growth strategies rather than simply generating income in a linear fashion. In addition to creating multiple income streams, the wealthy also understand the importance of protecting and expanding their wealth intelligently. While most people focus solely on earning money, the rich are constantly thinking about how to preserve and multiply their wealth through tax, legal, and reinvestment strategies. One of the key pillars of making money work for you is asset protection. The wealthy know that the more wealth they accumulate, the greater their exposure to risks such as lawsuits, economic downturns, and excessive taxation. That's why they structure their investments strategically, using legal vehicles such as holding companies, investment funds, and tax planning to safeguard their assets and minimize their tax liabilities. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that ignorance of tax laws is one of the biggest obstacles to wealth creation. Most people pay taxes passively without questioning or seeking legal alternatives to reduce their tax burden. The wealthy, on the other hand, hire experts and study tax laws to ensure they are paying only what is necessary, freeing up more capital for investments. They take advantage of tax benefits available to investors, such as deductions on real estate investments and tax-exempt reinvestments, allowing their money to grow exponentially. Another critical factor is continuous reinvestment. The rich don't just earn money. They reinvest a significant portion of their profits to generate even more wealth. They understand the power of exponential growth and know that by reinvesting the returns from their assets, they can accelerate their journey to financial independence. This ongoing cycle of reinvestment transforms small initial amounts into substantial fortunes over the years. Those who make money work for them also take a strategic approach to lifestyle choices. While many people increase their spending as their income grows, the wealthy prioritize wealth building before indulging in luxuries. They avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation, where every increase in income leads to higher expenses. Instead, they keep their costs under control while expanding their assets, ensuring sustainable wealth growth. A classic example of this is the philosophy of living off a portion of passive income while reinvesting the rest. For instance, if someone generates $20,000 per month in passive income, instead of spending it all, they might choose to live on $10,000 and reinvest the remaining $10,000 into new assets. This way, their wealth continues to grow and their financial freedom strengthens over time. These strategies are accessible to anyone willing to shift their mindset and prioritize financial education. The first step is to learn the difference between spending and investing, ensuring that every financial decision contributes to long-term wealth growth. Another essential aspect that separates those who work for money from those who make money work for them is the understanding of the importance of networking and leveraging relationships. The wealthy know that financial success doesn't happen in isolation, but through strategic connections with people who share the same mindset and goals. They surround themselves with mentors, experienced investors, lawyers, accountants, and other professionals who can help them make smarter and more effective decisions. While most people see money as a limited resource, the wealthy understand that true power lies in connections and shared knowledge. They actively participate in events, conferences, and networking groups to expand their opportunities and discover new investment avenues. A single right contact can open doors to lucrative real estate deals, innovative business opportunities, or partnerships that accelerate financial growth. Beyond networking, another fundamental concept that the wealthy master is leverage. They know they don't have to do everything alone and instead use external resources, such as other people's capital, professional expertise, and technology to multiply their earnings. Financial leverage, for example, allows them to acquire high-value assets with a small portion of their own capital by using bank loans, investment partnerships, or crowdfunding to expand their asset portfolio quickly. In the business world, leverage also manifests in outsourcing tasks and building efficient teams. The wealthy do not spend their time on operational activities, but focus on strategic decisions that propel their investments to the next level. They create systems that operate independently, allowing their businesses to generate passive income without requiring constant involvement. Robert Kiyosaki often highlights that the lack of leverage is one of the biggest mistakes people make when working for money. Many believe they need to accumulate a large sum before investing, when in reality they can leverage the resources available to them to take the first step. Whether through smart use of credit, strategic partnerships, or delegation of tasks, leverage enables the wealthy to accelerate their financial growth exponentially. Another key aspect is how the wealthy approach financial challenges. While most people avoid problems and difficulties, the wealthy see them as opportunities for growth and innovation. They understand that the greatest wealth-building opportunities often arise during times of crisis, when markets are down and assets are undervalued. Instead of panicking, they prepare by accumulating knowledge and capital to act at the right moment. This resilient and proactive mindset allows the wealthy to stay ahead of the curve, taking advantage of opportunities that most people overlook. They don't just follow trends, they anticipate them using high-quality information, market analysis, and expert advice to make well-informed decisions. Ultimately, making money work for you is not just about financial investments, but about how you manage your time, knowledge, and connections. The wealthy master this art because they understand that true wealth isn't just in their bank balance, but in their ability to create and sustain a continuous cycle of growth and opportunity. One of the most valuable lessons taught by Robert Kiyosaki is that the rich think in terms of freedom, while the poor and middle class think in terms of security. Most people seek stability of fixed salary, benefits, and a guaranteed retirement. The rich, however, pursue freedom, the ability to make choices without money being a limiting factor. This fundamental distinction drives the wealthy to build assets and find ways to make their money work for them. Financial freedom is not just about having a lot of money. It's about having the option to live life on your own terms. It means being able to choose where and how to work, deciding how much time to dedicate to family and leisure, and not being at the mercy of an employer or economic fluctuations. The wealthy understand that achieving this level of freedom requires creating systems that generate income independently of their time and effort. A key concept in this transformation is the multiplier effect of assets. When someone invests in a quality asset, whether it's a rental property, a dividend-paying stock portfolio, or a profitable business, that asset starts generating recurring income. Over time, this income can be reinvested into new assets, creating a continuous cycle of growth. This snowball effect allows individuals, even starting from modest means, to build significant wealth over the years. On the other hand, those who continue working for money struggle to break free from this cycle. Even if they receive raises or bonuses, most of their income goes toward fixed expenses, taxes, and consumption, leaving little to build real wealth. This is why many remain stuck in the rat race, where working harder and longer doesn't translate into meaningful financial progress. The wealthy also understand that mindset is the key determinant of financial success. They cultivate an abundance mindset, seeing money as a tool to create more value rather than an end goal in itself. Instead of focusing on what they lack, they seek ways to acquire new knowledge, skills, and opportunities that expand their ability to generate wealth. Financial discipline is another crucial factor. Making money work for you requires consistency and patience. It's not enough to invest once and expect immediate results. It takes having a solid plan, sticking to it, and resisting the temptation to deviate in the face of challenges or distraction. The wealthy develop healthy financial habits, such as reinvesting profits, diversifying income streams, and maintaining a sustainable lifestyle that doesn't compromise their investments. Ultimately, it's important to realize that anyone can adopt this mindset and start building wealth. The first step is to break the belief that money can only be earned through direct labor and instead see it as a resource that can be leveraged to create more value. With the right knowledge, a well-defined strategy, and consistent actions, anyone can achieve the financial freedom they desire. Throughout this guide, we have explored the fundamental differences between those who work for money and those who make money work for them. Financial mindset is the starting point for this transformation. The wealthy understand that money should not be seen as an end goal, but as a tool to create more opportunities, freedom, and long-term security. Robert Kiyosaki teaches us that the key to financial freedom lies in building income-generating assets and developing a mindset of abundance and proactivity. Instead of relying on a single salary, the wealthy invest in diverse income streams, leverage financial resources, and use smart planning strategies to protect and grow their wealth. Another crucial point discussed is the importance of financial education. Many people remain trapped in the rat race because they were never taught to think like investors. A lack of knowledge about assets, liabilities, and how money works leads most people to work hard just to cover expenses, without making progress toward true financial independence. Making money work for you requires discipline, patience, and a change in habits. Small daily actions such as saving to invest, acquiring financial knowledge, and making decisions based on strategic planning can, over time, completely transform anyone's financial situation. It's not about luck, but about commitment to a long-term vision. The good news is that it's never too late to start. Regardless of your current situation, you can begin applying the principles taught by Kiyosaki today. The first step can be as simple as investing in your financial education, seeking mentors, or starting small investments that will grow and open new opportunities over time. Remember, true financial freedom is not just about how much money you have, but about your ability to generate income without relying on your time and continuous effort. Making money work for you is the path to a life with more autonomy, choices, and peace of mind. Now that you understand the principles that differentiate the wealthy from the poor, the decision is in your hands. You can continue trading time for money or start building a future where your money works for you. The key is to take action and never stop learning. As Kiyosak always says, the rich don't work for money. They create assets that provide them with freedom.